Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Good to be here with you all. I'm so excited for this panel to be here at Soccerex in Miami. I want to introduce to you Jason Haworth, who is here with Panini, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Athlete Relations, and then Patrick Lowe as well, Head of Partnerships for La Liga here in North America. Some really exciting news broke this morning that I want to start with and I'm going to let you talk about the news that came out, but Panini and La Liga have just announced another extension, another partnership, a multi-year partnership. I guess I'll start with you, Patrick. Just describe to us what this looks like for the next couple of years between Panini and La Liga.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Panini and La Liga globally have worked together for probably a few decades before I was with La Liga. But we were able to strike a great partnership last year with Panini America through La Liga North America as well. And just this morning we announced it's going to be an extension of another 3 years. So it'll be 4 years together, taking us right through 2026. So we're excited. I think we're excited.
Yeah, we're excited. No, I think it's a great opportunity. To Patrick's point, we've had a long history and relationship with La Liga globally. And when Patrick came to us a year ago to figure out how we could partner in the U.S. market to grow the La Liga category and to continue to grow that soccer fandom here in the U.S., we thought that it was a great opportunity to kind of partner and test things out last year, and we were so happy with the success from last year that we decided we'll do it another 3 years in a row.
So you've got a couple more years to come. I think the exciting thing about this is when you look at La Liga and you look at Panini, it's two massive entities, isn't it? But the focus really for the partnership is to hone in on local markets. So how are you able to do that, Patrick?
It's been something that we've been doing for La Liga North America, our joint venture with Relevant Sports, for the last 5 years, where yes, we're a global soccer property, but we're a foreign sport property in the US and in North America. So for us, it's been key to create localized assets that still have relevance and still connect with our fans. For us, there's no secret that a young, diverse, multicultural audience and Hispanic Americans within America are crucial to our success, and that's kind of the endemic fan base. So when we went to Jason, it wasn't so much, hey, we have an idea to do a gaming program in America. Do you like it? It was more, we think we have something, we think it could be really fun, we think Panini is probably the best partner to work with us on this project, and we think we can make it very attractive to engage our soccer fans outside the 90 minutes of a Real Madrid match or a Barcelona match. And it was really came down to customization and how we engage with our fans in the American audience. So you kind of look at it from that global perspective and continue to narrow the funnel into fandom in America. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for us, I mean, obviously the growth of soccer and knowing what's coming to the U.S. market in 2026, we've always had a strong affinity with soccer fans because of our brands and what we've done heritage-wise from our sticker collections. And as we've grown in the U.S., our U.S. model has been different in that we've focused on the trading card category. And so building out that trading card category and wanting to target more people within, to reach that audience, we knew that there was a huge crossover with the gaming fans and soccer fans in the gaming space with the trading card category, and to kind of just do something different than just what we normally do. And to Patrick's point, I think the best part about the whole thing was that we didn't really look at it as a partnership. We kind of looked at it as a collaboration to how do we do this? How do we develop this? What can we do that you guys have that brings a new dynamic into the category for La Liga? What can La Liga do for you guys to bring that category, that new dynamic into the space? And so one of the things we did right out of the gate in the partnership was deciding to, bring in La Liga legends and NFL football players to have them play against one another, have them be part of the program throughout the whole entire thing. And we saw a great engagement, I think, between the Aiden Hutchinsons of the world and the Garrett Wilsons of the world on the NFL side, partnering with La Liga legends.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the two football worlds colliding, isn't it? Especially here in America. I think that so many people recognize Panini as a brand and what they do for so many sports. But when you talk about honing in on soccer specifically, what is it about La Liga that makes that league the right fit?
I think the teams in La Liga, I think just the collaboration with La Liga US, we've got a great relationship with La Liga globally, but the collaboration with La Liga US is kind of new and unique in terms of how other leagues from other countries have come into the US market and looked to partner with us. It was very, like I said, very much a collaboration in terms of developing and using e-gaming as a platform to reach a younger audience and a multicultural audience here in the U.S.
I think for us, if I can piggyback on it, Panini offers a lot more, even for us as a league, and how we activate in North American markets. So, our auto partnership can't look like our insurance partnership, that can't look like our collecting partnership. It's very important to have those customized assets and that customized kind of approach, and always look at it through a lens of what's delivering value for our fans. Why will they come and engage with this outside of just the 90 minutes of the match? And when we look at Panini, it was just a no-brainer. If you look at whether it's their stickers or their cards or their NFTs, there are an incredible amount of options or opportunities to bring more value to our fans. And our fans, believe it or not, are maybe people who don't watch La Liga games. Like, my nephew is obsessed with Real Madrid, but does he watch us on ESPN? Does he watch our games? Maybe not, but he does collect cards, or he does collect, products from Panini, or maybe he's also gaming. He's playing, EA Sports. Like, he's gaming, he's collecting, but maybe he's not watching our match. So we have, an abundance of fans, hundreds of thousands of fans across America that are engaging. They're collectors, they're gamers that maybe we don't connect with every Saturday, Sunday of a football match. So for us to be able to create a gaming program that's targeted for amateur gamers across America, loop in, the assets or the talent and individuals that Panini has, to have that football meets football, and have that product integration of opening cards on a stream or NFTs dropped in your wallet or whatever it is. It continues to make us young, diverse, and multicultural, which is what we want to be.
I think that's one of the most unique things about Panini, is how many products that you've got available and how attractive you can be to so many different generations and so many different audiences. How have you been able to evolve over the years to stay so relevant in each category?
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate, very, very blessed that our product just emits emotion. It doesn't matter how old you are. When you open up a sticker packet or you open up a pack of trading cards and you pull a player from your favorite team, doesn't matter the sport, or your favorite player, you just get excited. And it's that whole wholesome feel to it. And I think, I'm a little bit biased, Patrick, but I do feel like we are the best in the category for you guys in terms of other categories to partner with, because our product is the athlete on the card, on the sticker. It's his athlete. Mm-hmm. So, it makes that integration really easy and seamless, as opposed to feeling like something's forced.
And one of the integrations as well that we've seen across the La Liga teams is everybody loves the Barcelonas, the Real Madrids, and you can see the faces all over Panini on the marketing, but it's also really unique the fact that you're able to look at all the La Liga teams and hone in on special markets where you have absolute crazy fans that are so passionate about their team that are able to relate as well.
Yeah, I mean, it goes well beyond the two or three big clubs. It's collective by nature. And, our global partnership with Panini, they are creating products for all La Liga clubs. So collectors of Real Betis or Sociedad or whatever it is, they can still, collect the cards or the products that are near and dear to them. And for us, it also opens up, a lot of different avenues. I mean, last year we actually didn't use a player from Real Madrid or Barcelona on our program. We actually had, I think it was Tecatito, Mexican men's national team player. We've had, different collaborations with Luca de la Torre, U.S. men's national team player, who are not on Real or Barca. So for us, it goes beyond just the 2-3 big clubs, and it's collective by nature, which is very important for us as a league. Working with all clubs, finding, passion points for all fans, not just 2 clubs of our 42 throughout the first and second division. So
Is that something that you've seen be quite common? Obviously, over the years that you've been with Panini, is yes, you've got the superstars, but it's actually, you know, the players that people can really connect to and relate to in a specific story that seem to be so popular.
Yes, absolutely.
I know you're back up and running with us
now. My
now.
head mic's not working.
we had to have at least one hiccup.
Yeah.
So
Tech
I think she got
malfunction.
your name right, so that was
Yeah,
we got through
that's
that.
a win.
But
Even
that's
though
a
you
win.
told me the wrong one before we came on to throw it off, we got there in the end.
Yeah, no, I think for us, you know, being able to collect all of the players and not just the star players is really important. And I think as a young fan, understanding and learning the game, it's really nice when you're able to just associate all the players with a specific team as opposed to just 1 or 2 players from a team. And that's what our product brings to the table for a lot of partners, including La Liga.
Let's talk about the build-up to the World Cup, because everybody feels like they're on countdown to 2026 already, and it's such an exciting time for football here in the States with everything that's happening and with the US men's national team and the Americans that are playing all over Europe. What's the plan for the next couple of years with Panini as we build up to this really crucial time?
Well, I think it's exciting, of course, with the announcement today. We're together, we're partnered, and we're kind of in this together, for lack of better words, and you say something cheesy, but we're in it together through 2026. So for us, you know, when we did our joint venture 5 years ago with Relevant Sports and La Liga and created La Liga North America, part of our strategy and ambition and one of our key verticals is we don't want to be a foreign sport property that just shows up, has a watch party in Chicago, and then you don't see us again for 5 years. We really want to focus on connecting with our fans at every corner of America through our matches with ESPN and then also through our partnerships like Panini. So for us, the build up to 2026 has been happening for years, and it's going to continue through 26 and beyond. And it's showing up, it's engaging with our fans, it's being there, and it's not just kind of a one-stop shop or one-stop and done. I would say with our partnership specifically, you know, the gaming program that we've created, it's 4 knockout tournaments, amateurs from around America can compete. Those winners get to go on and play against NFL or La Liga players. We'll also have some cross collabs with our players as well, so NFL and La Liga. And you're gonna have instant prizes. You know, they're gonna win cash or PS5s or whatever it is. And then they have a grand final where we can bring them all together and have other influencers and celebrities make an incredible experience. So I think it's really making sure that we're showing up in these, I mean, this is somewhat of a digital product, but making sure we're showing up week in, week out with reasons for fans to engage with us, whether it's collecting, whether it's gaming, whether it's, you know, soccer related, whatever it may be. So it's, for us as a foreign sport property here, it's making sure we're not just, showing up for a weekend and then leaving after. It's being here with our partners and making sure we continue the longevity and the process behind it.
For Panini, you know, I would say that, you know, 2026 couldn't get here fast enough. We wanted to just fast forward through the 2022 tournament and just get right to 2026. It's nice to know that we've got this runway to lead up to 2026. And our goal from a Panini America perspective is to hit, you know, the U.S. from all parts, all aspects, whether it's e-gaming and soccer, whether it's our trading card products, whether it's the activations on site, you know, when La Liga comes over for the summer series next year. You know, all of those things kind of tie in, and it's, you know, to build that snowball effect and that momentum so that when 2026 gets here, you know, we're hitting it full stride, because we've got one shot in 2026 to, you know, really change the face of soccer globally with the U.S. presence. So we're excited for that opportunity. Panini America is based in Dallas, Texas, so we're rooting for the World Cup final to be in Dallas at AT&T Stadium. So we'll see what happens, but we're looking forward to the next 4 years to get there.
Yeah, I think everybody's really looking forward to it, and looking forward to soccer to continue to grow in the country as well, because it's only going to be more and more as the build-up comes. When you look at the partnership with Panini and La Liga and everyone else that is involved in it, how does it impact the other stakeholders as well?
It's a good question. You know, I think it's important to think of us as a property. It's important to think of Panini as a brand, it's important to think of EA as our now title partner of La Liga, and also it's their game. It's their game that we're playing and that we're working with. And also it's the fans. And I think one of the unique things with this partnership is that it truly connects and resonates and drives value for all stakeholders involved. For us as a league, when we look to do partnerships, you know, I would say part of our kind of checkbox, if you will, is does it add value to our fans? We wouldn't want to do a partnership that no one's engaging with, no one's interested in, no one wants to play the video game, or no one wants to collect. I mean, we wouldn't want to do it. So in terms of why we do the partnership, it's does it add value to our fans? And if it does, you kind of check off the fan stakeholder box and the La Liga box, which is 2 in 1, which is a nice thing. And I think, you know, I can't speak on behalf of EA, but obviously it's our title partner. It's now embedded in the name of our competition. So I think more avenues that we can have to collaborate with them is advantageous for everyone. And then you could probably speak to, you know, why is it beneficial or why is it advantageous for you guys? But I have my guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would say that there's natural synergies between, you know, Panini and the gaming category. Just like I said earlier, you know, those fans that are gaming, that younger generation that are spending all their time gaming or jumping into our products, whether it's through, you know, online case breaking where they're opening up products online and sharing them, you know, over social media platforms. So it's that connectivity and to continue to resonate with those kids that are playing the game is important to us.
Mm-hmm. And you've already had so much success with the response from, I think, the fan base and from the audience and everybody that you've reached already. But what is your hope moving forward with this new renewed partnership for the fans and the audiences?
I'll start. To double our engagement and impressions year over year.
We have a few people, I think Nico or Paco are in the audience. I hope they heard that. No, I think it's what Jason says is true, though. I mean, we have a very kind of clear vision of when we enter this partnership, and we want to know what success looks like before we start. So day one, I would say we all sit together and we say, this is what we envision it to be, and this is what success looks like. And then our team really reverse engineers that with Jason's team to say, this is how we get there. Of course, there are probably moments throughout the journey, throughout our program, when, you know, we see one thing working better than another, and it's important to double down and capture those moments and maybe grow with those moments, and to have a flexible partnership and a flexible program that can get us kind of to that North Star. But yeah, it's doubling down, it's growing engagement, it's growing acquisition for Panini, it's getting more people with more, you know, NFTs and trading cards and stickers, and more people competing in our program. I mean, for us, the dream would be, you know, thousands upon thousands and thousands of registrants competing in those amateur gaming tournaments, having the best of the best kind of funnel through, and, you know, have those once in a lifetime experiences where they can play against an NFL legend or current player, or La Liga legend or current player. You know, and then I would say, you know, having a final where you're having those 4 people playing against each other, it's special, and maybe even this year we'll bring them to like Spain as a grand finale or something.
Ooh.
So it could be fun. So I think it's you know, what success looks like. Yeah. I think it continues to change, but we have to make sure we're able to adapt.
How important is that for you, Jason, not to only, you know, to be so focused on La Liga, but to try and tie in so many different teams and so many different sports as well to the brand of Panini, and get them to relate to each other in some ways?
Yeah, I mean, look, soccer is a global game, and we know that other athletes and other sports are passionate about that game, passionate about La Liga and La Liga teams and the gaming side of it as well. So for us, it also feels natural. Like, we're never going to pick an athlete from another sport that doesn't have that connectivity, even though they might be the perfect athlete. If they don't have that, you know, connectivity or authenticity, we're not going to use them.
Mm-hmm. Is it difficult when you look at the partnership to be able to hone into specific markets, or here in North America, is that something that's come quite easy for La Liga because you know your target audiences and what they like?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's easier now. I would say 5 years ago when we started a joint venture, what was really important to us was knowing our audience, and knowing our audience hopefully better than anyone else. Knowing where they live, knowing how they like to consume La Liga. It's not rocket science, but it's Miami, New York, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, LA, Southern California. That's where you'll find a heavy amount of Hispanic Americans who consume La Liga. It's important for us to focus on Mexicans living in America, Mexicans Americans who would consume La Liga, also Liga MX, but then also we have to make sure that we're not, I'd say, painting Hispanic as one brush, where we know that there are Colombians who love La Liga or Venezuelans who love La Liga. So for us, it's making sure that we know our audience, making sure we know who likes to consume La Liga in what language, Spanish language, English language, and where they live and where we want to activate. So I think with our gaming program, we're able to be a bit more surgical with how we do it, with it being a digital product. And you can kind of be creative in how you want to focus on those certain DMAs. But I think everything we do has to be driven by where is our audience. Because if you look at, I would say, general market today, it might be, we're talking about young, diverse, multicultural audiences. You have Jason and Pat on stage. But if you look at general market today, I think in 5 years it's going to be very different. Over 1 million Americans each year identify as being Hispanic Americans. So general market today is going to be different in 5 years. And what we're doing together, hopefully, is putting both of our property and brand in a good position for what's to come and the shifting demographics of the American kind of audience and landscape. So I think for us, it's it's key to be where our fans are and to know how we want to engage with them.
How have you seen the soccer fan base evolve over the last few years, Jason?
Well, it certainly helped last year when the U.S. team qualified. As you know, I mean, the Americans in their sports, they tend to focus on what's right there and then, and so to be able to follow the tournament and have such an exciting conclusion to the World Cup tournament with amazing stars in Mbappe and Messi, that I think just kind of set the table for what the expectation is as we roll into 2026.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything that the fans and the audiences can look forward to over these next 2 years, just before we wrap up, Patrick?
Yeah, I think in terms of our partnership and what we're doing with Panini, I think it's, if we could sum it up in a few words, it is experiences that you probably can't unlock. So it's the benefits of engaging with this program and having moments that you probably would never be able to obtain unless you are gaming and collecting and engaging with La Liga. So I think that's one of the more exciting things that's coming through our partnership. And then, La Liga as a whole, I would say our joint venture with Relevant, we're here, it's a 20-year joint venture. And so we're not going anywhere. I would say it's the next 2 years and beyond. And it's making sure that, we're continuing to engage with our audience, be where they want to be, and make sure we add value to them. So nothing is rinse and repeat. I'd say everything is very customized and solution-based, and hopefully it's just more partnerships similar to what we've been doing with Jason.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would echo those thoughts too. I mean, I think that, those experiences and those special moments build a stronger fan affinity for, Panini fans and for La Liga fans. And so we're really going to lean into those opportunities. It's those experiences when you get to play against a La Liga legend or get to play against an NFL player, gaming wise, and then get to a final and get the chance to go experience a La Liga, and get to go experience a La Liga game, and a once in a lifetime opportunity for a lot of people.
Yeah. What was your favorite Panini product?
So I don't know if I told you, my father and my brother have a massive card collection in our basement in Canada.
Okay.
Maybe 10,000 cards.
Wow, 10,000?
Yeah, there's a lot.
From all over?
All over, not just Panini, not exclusive to Panini, but plenty of different ones.
That's okay. The Panini ones are the
Panini
nicer
ones are
looking
best.
ones.
They're the majority of them.
So probably about 10,000 cards. So my brother and my father are avid card collectors. I guess I can lump myself in with that too. Yeah. And a lot of it is hockey, being Canadian. So there's a lot of hockey cards. I think my favorite moment is probably my mom getting mad at them for just having shelving space full of cards. I'm still trying to convince Jason to buy the collection off of my family, but for some reason
Will
he
they
hasn't.
let it go?
I don't know. That's the problem. I think every collector, which is interesting, you probably know it better than me. Every collector, I would imagine, believes the value of whatever that is, that item is far more valuable than what it may be. So I think for them, it's priceless. For my mom, it's probably worth $50 just to get it out of the basement.
She's like, take it for free and let me clean
Take
up.
it for free, right? But I think it's interesting. Actually, it's something you could touch on in the last 30 seconds. But the value behind a lot of those products, my team is Olympique Lyon, France. I love Lyon. I lived there for a few years. If I have like a Lyon card or 49ers in football, if I have something 49ers or Lyon, that's valuable to me.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe other people here wouldn't care about my 49ers card, but for me, that's worth $1 million, which this guy's probably sold product for $1 million, I don't know, for cards, but it's funny because I think 99% of the product out there is probably just very intrinsic to the fandom or the collector. So favorite Panini moment is my brother and dad's massive collection that they won't get rid of.
And it's nice as well because it takes you back to a specific time of that team.
Yeah.
Who's on the team? How were they doing at the time? So it feels like regardless of where they were, they're still so special in that moment. What about you?
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, being able to capture and emit that emotion to create that level of value with our products. And we have products that are designed for people to complete an entire sticker album. And so everyone's supposed to be able to consume that product. And then we've got other products where we've got cards with diamonds embedded in them and cards that sell for $1.5 million or you name it. So that's not for everyone, obviously. But, there are people out there, and our goal is Panini America and Panini in general is to, allow collectors to collect however they want to collect and consume our products.
Who would be on that card, just out of curiosity, that would sell for that?
The 1.5 one was a Patrick Mahomes rookie.
Wow.
Most recently. We've had other ones that are up in that price range too. So
maybe Jude Bellingham soon.
Maybe Jude Bellingham.
How about that? Thank you so much. It's so good to see you both. Congratulations on the new partnership or the extended partnership and everything that is to come. Good to see you.
Thanks so much.